Don't know if we're live yet. Let me see on my phone. Cool. Hello, friends. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. Obviously, I did not get around to putting on makeup yet this morning. I was busy over here having my own breakthrough, which is really exciting. Okay. So today, oh my gosh, I've already been live for a minute. That's crazy. I guess I didn't know I was live. Hey, Shelly, how are you? I almost said Ashley because my brain, it does what it does, right? Like, if you guys saw my, I hate how Facebook does it opposite. If y'all saw my story the other day, my husband, we were at dinner with some friends and I kept trying to tell a story and like my brain was not functioning in any way, shape, or form. And he was like, "What is wrong with you? Are you having a stroke? Is your brain on dial up?" And it really felt like it was. So apparently there's a glitch in my brain. Okay, so I want to talk real quickly. Hey, Mom, how are you? Glad you're here. I want to talk to you real quick about business basics. So here's the thing. When we get into the online business world or just business in general, right? People refer us to SBA.gov. We're referred to all different kinds of podcasts and um, courses and people who are really successful at business. And that is so cool and so awesome because you're like, you absorb their energy and their knowledge and things like that, just being, mentored by them. They don't know that they're mentoring you, but they're training you and they're teaching you. So it's really awesome to be in company with them. But what we often do is we are taking advice from people who are already successful, right? And their place in the business world is to, yes, of course, give you information and help you grow your business. But a lot of times they're not focused on the people that are brand new, starting out. What do I do first? Okay. So that's kind of what I want to talk about with you guys today. Here's what you don't need. Okay. You don't need a lot of money to get started. You don't need an LLC right when you're getting started. Now, I will make one caveat about that. Once you get a few clients under your belt, I would highly, like, as early as possible, get the LLC, right? But to get a client, that's not a requirement. It's just really beneficial in protecting you in the future. Um, so you don't need it to get your first client, but you do need it as soon as you can afford it. I would also say a business checking account is a really, really great thing to get once you get a couple clients under your belt, but it's not the first thing that you should go out and do. A website. You don't need a website to launch a business. You don't need a landing page to launch a business. You don't need a funnel to launch a business. You don't even need a Facebook group to launch a business. You don't need a business name. You don't need a logo. You don't need branding. You don't need copywriting. You don't need packages put together with pricing. All those things are going to come with a little bit of time and a little bit of experience in your business, right? So what are the things that I actually need, Melissa? If I don't need any of those things, how do I launch a business? Excuse me. Great question. Glad you asked. What you need is you need to have a general idea of who you want to work with. Because if I say I want to work, and so it feels contradictory, right? But I'm going to explain it the best that I can. You need to have a general idea of who you want to work with, because when you are trying to work with everyone, you're not going to get any traction, right? So you need to have like a general idea. Are they women? Are they coaches? Are they moms? Are they men in their 40s? Are they teenagers? Like, you need to have a general idea of who you want to work with and what they're looking for, right? So let's take copywriting, for example, right? So you want to start a business being a copywriter. Awesome. That's super great. But your copywriting is going to be different for all different sorts of people, right? And so I'm not saying you need to zero in on this and make it perfect. But what I am saying is a general idea at the beginning. Are they online businesses? Are they brick and mortar? Are they women-owned businesses? Are they Black-owned businesses? Are they, like, what are they? Are they gyms? Are they bakeries? Like, who do you want to write for? And it doesn't have to be super, super specific, but like a general idea. And here's why. Because when you go out and you start meeting people, number one, you need to meet lots of people. And it doesn't matter if they are your ideal client or not. Like let's say I'm a copywriter, I'm launching my business. If I want to work with people who own gyms, I want to go meet people who have gyms, yes. But those aren't the only people that I want to go out and meet. I can meet all sorts of people and make connections and talk to them and develop relationships, because guess what? When they find someone who owns a gym that needs a copywriter, they're going to refer me because they're going to be thinking about me. So don't get so narrowed in on, I only have to meet people who have a gym, right? Because you just need to have a network of people who can refer you, who enjoy being around you, who you can toss business ideas around with, and things like that. So, but that's number 2, and I haven't gotten there yet. I'm a little all over the place. Okay, so you want a general idea of who you are going to work with and what you're going to do for them. So in the copywriting example, if I'm a copywriter and I want to work with people in gyms, cool. I know a general idea of what I want to do, what I want to help with. So if I meet someone who has a gym, let's say I get my first 3 to 5 clients, and one person wants me to write a nurture sequence for their emails. Cool, I can do that. But then the other gym is like, we really want you to write our social media. Okay. And then another gym wants you to write copywriting for their website. Okay, those are 3 totally different things, right? And you might be good at all of them, or you might really find that in your experience, getting more experience, that you are really good and really passionate about writing copy for websites. And then that might end up being your niche. But when you're very first starting out and you have not necessarily any experience, you with like your ideal client, you might not know that yet. So the second thing I would say that you need is you need to talk to people and make connections, all kinds of people. You need to keep track of them, and you need to follow up, because you're building relationships. And relationships, true relationships, authentic relationships, are going to be the basis of your business. So when let's take an example. You know a real estate agent, I'm sure, that like if you called them and you said, I really need someone to come recover my boat. you know what? They're going to know someone. They're going to know someone because they know everybody. They know everyone in town. They know all kinds of people that do all kinds of things. They're super great at networking because they always want to have a referral in their pocket. And they always want, if a person who covers boats ever, knows someone who's looking for a house, guess what? They'll refer this realtor because they have all these relationships in place. Realtors literally know everyone in their town. I swear, it's crazy. So that's what I want you to do too, right? I want you to start making those connections and keeping track of them and developing these relationships because those are going to bring you clients. And so we're talking about building these relationships and having a general idea of who you work with and how you want to work with them. Okay. So after you've had, 4 to 6 clients, maybe, if you're ready and you're starting to realize like, you know what? I actually really hate writing copy for gyms. Cool. You can change it. You can change it right then and there, right? Like you haven't made a website and a funnel and a landing page and branding, all this stuff for gyms before you even got started and then realize that you actually don't freaking like that, right? Get some experience with your general idea of who you want to work with under your belt. Then you can start to niche down because when you get that experience under your belt, you're going to start realizing how they speak, how they say the things that they need. You're going to start understanding them better. You're going to understand what their struggles are and what their pain points are and how you can help them. And then that's going to help you create your copy and your branding and your logo and your website, all those things. But until you get that experience under your belt, you're going to be flying by the seat of your pants and you're going to be changing things all the time. Hello. Do you know why I know the answer to this? Because I did it. Because I did it. Okay. So I'm not just blowing smoke up your butt. I'm not just telling you this because for no reason. Like I've done this and this has been my experience. So my greatest advice to you when you're starting a new business is make connections, true, authentic connections, build those relationships, and freaking get experience. Get experience with the people that you think you want to work with and start learning about that person. Get really, really acquainted with who that person is. It's very, very difficult. And I've done a couple episodes on the podcast talking about this. One of them was with Alicia. Shoot, what is Alicia's last name? I don't know. It's one. I have to look it up. I want to say it's like episode 14 or something like that. And we talk about that exact thing. Like, how do you niche when you don't even know anything? Like you're brand new to business. And this is how you do it. You make those connections and you get that experience so that you start to realize who you want to work with. And then that way you can go seek them out. Okay. And then the last thing that you need to get started in your business is an excellent money mindset. I'm gonna let that sit there for a second. So when you don't have a great money mindset, when you show up in the world with a scarcity mindset, a lack mindset, or an unworthiness of money mindset, or a mindset of, people who make lots of money are bad people, they're evil people, things like that, you're going to have a lot harder time selling. You're going to have a lot harder time offering your services because you're not going to believe, you're not going to want to offer it because you don't believe that you're worthy of it. You don't believe that that you can be doing something that you really love doing and making money, right? Like we all, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting too excited. We all have hangups when it comes to money and belief and worth in ourselves, right? We all have them. They're on different levels for everybody, right? And so, but when you haven't even recognized that or started to dig into that, it can really, really, really hinder your ability to say, hey, I have this super great offer that I know would be perfect for you. Here's how much it is. I would love to work with you, yada, yada, yada. It's going to be very, very hard to make offers to people if you don't believe that you are worthy of doing this work or having money or making money or having people pay you and things like that. So that's number 3, is an excellent money mindset. Okay. That's really all I have for you guys today. Let's just recap. The 3 things that you need when you're first getting started are a general idea of who you want to work with and what you want to do for them. Number 2, you need to talk to people, make connections, and build relationships. And number 3, you need an excellent money mindset. If you don't have an excellent money mindset, you are free. I almost said feel free and you are free. I was trying to say them at the same time. You can feel free to reach out to me and PM me and just tell me kind of what you're struggling with, and we can kind of chat about it. Because that is the root cause of a lot of entrepreneurs not making it. Okay, is the money mindset hindrance. If you don't have that, you can't go forward. You're not going to continue to be successful and make offers and make sales. And sales is part of life. Period. End of story. You're always selling someone on something. Okay. So we got to work on the money mindset in order to be able to make those sales. So that's all I got for you today. I hope that this was beneficial. I hope it was helpful. If you know someone and that this might be beneficial for, that's starting out in business or an aspiring entrepreneur, please have them join the group and tag them in this video. Hope you guys all have a super awesome, amazing Wednesday. It's Wednesday. All right, you guys. Love y'all all. Let me know if you need me. I'm always in the DMs.